Hi everyone, welcome to Midwest Midas Mining. I'm Matt. Today we are prospecting and mining on a creek in central Iowa, and it is very blustery and cold today. I think like 35 degrees Fahrenheit, 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's not exactly what I would call a nice weather day for prospecting. However, these days I'm finding it very hard to find any time for prospecting, and I just happen to have a couple of hours today, and so weather be damned, I'm gonna go out and do some prospecting. Anyway, today I'm here on a creek that I've been before, and let me kind of show you the area here that you turned around. Lots of big boulders on this creek. I'm standing on a big, long inside bend, and my plan is to set my sluice up here, hopefully, and then just dig material here, put it in the sluice here. That's the plan anyway. Today I brought along my Angus MacKirk sluice. This thing works really well for unclassified material, and that's what I'm planning on doing today. It's so cold and nasty out here, I don't want to spend the time classifying or doing anything like that, so I'm just going to try to shovel right into this baby, and it's actually really good for it. And I actually made a couple modifications. I have a video out where I kind of compare this to a sluice with matting, and after that video came out, my friend Ty said, hey, why don't you put some kind of silicone in your Angus MacKirk? So that's what I did. So here, let me show you. So in here, right here, you know, behind all the riffles and then along these runways, I put in silicone. Just kind of rubbed it on with my fingers real thin, but it's there. I mean, you can feel it. We're gonna see if that helps to do a better job of capturing that fine gold. Let me get my sluice set up and we'll get running. Stay tuned. One thing I wanted to mention was I brought along a pair of gloves that I feel are an absolute necessity for colder weather prospecting, and it's these babies right here. Now, I believe these were made for duck hunters when they set their decoys in the water. These are waterproof and nice warm fuzzy insulation, and when you're sticking your hands in really cold water, you can hardly even feel it. It's great. I mean, a big old chunk of quartz here. Anyway, so I put about, maybe a dozen shovels full through the sluice, and I'm gonna do a quick pan out to see what it looks like. All right, let me show you what we got in that first pan. I'd say not too bad for only a dozen shovels full. Don't have to classify. This Angus MacKirk really kicks butt when it comes to not having to classify. It's great. The only downside is you got to have enough drop or water pressure to make it work, but that's totally not a problem today. It's totally working today. All right, here's cleanup number 2. So I took a little break from shoveling into the sluice because I wanted to prospect a little further downstream, places I hadn't been before. And to my surprise, here in central Iowa, I came across bedrock. Yes, not just a tiny little bit of it either. This is all bedrock. All the way down there, over here, it extends down there too. Now you'll notice it's got some really nice little cracks in it. And of course, I didn't bring my hand dredge. You know, I didn't bring any crevicing tools. Didn't think I was gonna find bedrock today. So I've got a plan. I took all the cons out of my snuffer bottle and I dumped them into a water bottle that I was done using. So now I'm gonna try to take my snuffer bottle and see if I can suction out some of the cracks with that. We're gonna give it a try anyway. Keep getting rocks jammed in there. That was tricky. I mean, this thing kept getting plugged up with tiny little rocks every time I'd try it. But I managed to get, you know, maybe an eighth of the bottle filled full of sand out of the crack. And here's what I found. I mean, that looks pretty good for the tiny, tiny, tiny amount that I actually took out of the crack. And there is a whole lot of cracks here. Some of them are much bigger, and man, oh man, did I wish that I brought my hand dredge, but I didn't. Okay, I have to save that for the next video, right? Now I don't know what to do. Do I keep trying to search the cracks here today? Probably not today. I think I'll go back to sluicing. All right, it's magic incantation time. This time, we'll see if it works with a glove on. Say it with me. Gold prospecting, gold panning, gold mining, gold I shall be finding. If you're finding this video at all educational or entertaining, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. If you want to see the video where I first encountered this creek, check it out right here. Otherwise, thank you for joining me on this adventure, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.